I set up the camera more? Should I don't know, turn on the lights? Should I what should I do when regarding this video? But I was laying here on the sofa looking at TV, and I said, you know what? I need to start recording my journey. So yes, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. I say about 2 weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago, and I don't think it still hit me yet. I'm new. I'm 2 weeks in. I have had several tests. I've had a biopsy. I'm gonna start from the beginning. I had a mammogram. The mammogram saw something suspicious, so they told me that I need to get an ultrasound mammogram. I got an ultrasound mammogram. They saw something. They said, yeah, I think there's something there. I'm gonna send you to get a biopsy. Went to get a biopsy. Had the biopsy done. The test came back, and it was confirmed that I have cancer, stage 2 breast cancer, right? After that, I met with my medical oncologist. I- all of this is still new to me. I think I'm still in denial a little bit as to what's going on, even though I go to the doctor, I do what I'm supposed to do. I just had an echocardiogram yesterday. I had a MRI scan last week. I'm just going through the motions and doing whatever they tell me to do. I'm just doing it. I'm really watching what I eat now, but it still feels a little not real, if that makes sense. Like, if that's a word, it don't really feel real, because I guess I feel fine. Like, I have no symptoms. I'm not sick. I don't feel a lump in my breast at all. um I feel fine, and I think that's why I feel like I'm somewhat still in denial. I'm still in denial a little bit, but I'm not in denial. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but I have my days where I feel a little down when I start really thinking about it, and then I have my days where I'm not thinking about it and I feel fine. So it's just a lot of emotions, kind of like back and forth. It's just a lot of emotions going on. I did talk to my daughters about it. They are in prayer for me, which I really appreciate. So yeah, so I wanted to jump on and make this video just to kind of document how I'm feeling at the time. So a year later, I could go back and see how my journey went. So moving forward, this is what's going to happen. I have to let's see. I've had so many tests. I had a genetic test, MRI, echocardiogram. I was surprised they didn't give me a PET scan. I want to ask about that. Um, what else? That's it. I had blood tests done and stuff like that. So next week, I go and I talk to my medical oncology doctor and my surgeon. So I think moving forward, they're gonna schedule the plan. This is the plan. It's all confusing to me. This is the plan. I'm gonna have surgery. He is going to attempt to remove the cancer that's in my breast. It's in my right breast. Remove it. It's a lobotomy. Instead of mastectomy, I don't know all the words, honey. Instead of mastectomy, I'm gonna have a lobotomy where they just go in and take a chunk out of my breast, and then I have to do chemo, possibly radiation afterwards. So that is the plan so far. The plan might change when I go back to the doctor next week. So we'll see. I am going to record everything so I can keep up with everything. I'm still going to work. It is hard to be at work, and knowing that I have to go back and forth to the doctor, which my doctor is not local. I decided to go somewhere else, which is a probably an hour drive from where I live. So my appointments, my MRIs, my blood tests, my um, echocardiogram, I have to drive an hour from where I am for these things. So that's also stressful. I've been taking days off from work to get all this done. My manager is very supportive. He said, whatever you got to do, just go ahead and do it. We just want you to be healthy, be back healthy. So, yeah, so it's been a little stressful with just going back and forth to the doctor. Where I live, there is no cancer center. We do have a hospital, but it's not like a Big Duke, or as you all know, I live in North Carolina. It's not a Big Duke or UNC or something like that. It's a small hospital. So, hey, Double D, did they set a course of treatment? Yeah, I just talked about that. I try to keep up with you, but your videos go private and can. Oh, okay. I need to check on that. Yeah, I need to check on that because it should be set to public instead of private. I don't know why it's switching over to private. I have no idea. So yeah. Yes, we do have a. I would know more about the treatment when I go back to see my doctor next week. I have more information about the treatment. So yeah, that's where I'm at. That's where I am. So I want anybody who's looking at this video, comes across this video, and you have not had a mammogram, go get a mammogram. Just go get a mammogram. Because one thing about cancer, at first you don't have any symptoms. Especially I'm learning with breast cancer, unless you feel a lump in your breast or something like that, do some self breast checks. But you don't really have any symptoms. So, yeah, get your mammograms, get your mammogram screening. Moving forward with me, my primary care doctor, of course, there's some things that I need to do to help me as I go through the chemo. I do have to have chemo. That's something that is not being taken off the table. So I have to go through chemo after the surgery. They were talking about doing chemo first and then doing surgery and then doing chemo, but I didn't have to do chemo at first because the cancer is basically not moving. It's kind of staying where it is. It's not branching off into other areas of my body. Um, so they said it is because it is just staying put and staying where it is. I can just, if it doesn't change between now and my surgery date, I'll just have surgery and then chemo afterwards just to make sure it don't come back. Yeah, I'm thankful that it was found early. I am. I am. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So that's where I am. Um, it's just God shifted me in a different direction. That's it. That's how I look at it. He's just shifted me in a different direction because since I was when I first let me tell you though, when I got the call, my doctor called me with my results. I was at work. And he said, is it okay if we talk now? He said, because I have to talk to you, privately. And I was anxious because I thought for sure he was going to say, we didn't see nothing on your test. It's just a little cyst. You fine. So I was like, yeah, I was at work. I said, yeah, that's fine. We can talk. And he said, yeah. And when he said, yeah, he was like, yeah. And I was like, okay. Yeah, I don't have good news. Your test did come, your biopsy did come back where you do have cancer. Yeah, I'm so sorry, girl. I broke down. I ain't hear nothing else. After he said you have cancer, I couldn't hear nothing else. So I thought I was gonna be okay at work, but I ended up leaving work and going home. And that day when I got home, I just cried. I cried all day, all day. And then that night, late that night, I just said, you know what, Fatima, you did your tears. It's not going to change the situation. You keep crying. You need to get yourself together. and find out what you need to do to move forward. And that's what I did. I shed tears that day, all day long, and I haven't really. Well, when I talked to my doctor, when I talked to the doctor, that kind of confirmed it for me when he started talking about chemotherapy. I started crying then. Okay, but after that, I haven't really had a. I've been okay with it. Because we do have a treatment plan moving forward. I'm just thankful that it's not growing. I'm thankful that it's not spreading. I'm thankful for that. So, but yeah, I just look at it as God is just trying to push me in a different direction. That's it. That's how I look at it. And yeah, I've been praying more. My daughter's been praying for me. And yeah, so here I am. So I'm gonna start getting on and just talking about more about my journey. Because I do want to keep a record of everything, a video record of everything. So I am going to record when I go to my doctor's appointment next week. And hopefully these videos will help somebody else who just somebody who comes across my video because they just found out that they have cancer. It doesn't matter what stage it is, whether it's 1, 2, 3, or 4. My They can come across my video and see it's okay to have different emotions. Your emotions gonna be up and down. You're gonna be in denial because you don't feel like you're sick. You're gonna be tired and exhausted because you gotta go take off from work, go to your appointments and things like that. And just really thinking about um, what God has to offer, what God has for me moving forward. So yeah, so that's it. So hopefully these videos, that's my goal, is these videos will help somebody. All right, so this is just a short video. I'm gonna get off and I'm gonna make sure that my video is not set on private but on public, and I will get with you all later. Bye. Love y'all. Bye.